Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NDW3 battle. This is actually the second recording I've done today, which is why it's so late. Man, the first one just didn't go well. So, here's to this one being better. Now, this is a NR4 versus LK clan battle from that tournament that is still ongoing here. It looks like fighting's already starting to pop off. Now, you can see we have some of the Peninsular War Corps here today. Portuguese. So you have a 7-point Beresford, a 13-point Wellesley, 8-point Del... Yeah, not going to try. Vengas, I believe. 9-point Vengas as well. Now, I do not have the French corps, unfortunately. They just have Assault, Joseph, Victor, and Suchet. Those are the 4 corps leaders on the French side today. Now, we are looking at this from the coalition's perspective, which is the LK clan. The NR4 playing as the French. Of course, you know, here's the stats here real fast. LK at 27 and the Haken Deutschmeister at 10, which those are the NR4. So, you know, definitely LK, they're looking to get another win, you know, and the NR4 trying to maybe bump up, maybe eventually into the top 4. So I guess we'll see. Now we have Wellington. He's pushing up quite aggressively on the French already. And man, what I can just say, a beautiful, gorgeous battlefield here. This is on Italy 7, the map. So not historical accuracy when it comes to the maps itself, but that's okay. It doesn't even matter. It's too gorgeous of a map to get upset about that. Now artillery looking at, ooh, they're trying to snipe it with some French guns here. As the 6-pounders, the King German Legion 6-pounders set up skirmishers nicely arranged with some light dragoons as well as some Portuguese cavalry in position as well. Now look at the map itself, guys. Look at these connections of like rivers here all along. It's kind of splitting up the terrain a little bit. Not a lot of LOCs. 3 1-pointers and 2 4-pointers. Of course, this 4-pointer held by the French currently. They have some skirmishers set up in the field, infantry hidden behind the LOC with plenty more in reserve, and artillery as well. Now, you may notice that things look a little bit different, maybe hopefully a little better, a little more realistic looking. I did mess with some reshaders again. I did some like take off the cartoony look a little bit, maybe sharpen things a tiny bit, not mess with the coloring too much. You can tell me how you guys like it. I think it looks better. That's my own personal opinion, of course. But you know, it doesn't honestly change that much. And it may not even change that much for you compared to me seeing on my screen. Ooh, dang, I caught a beautiful shot of the artillery hitting this French line. Now we do have Wellington set up, like I said. You do have Beresford pushing up, or maybe he's not actually pushing up. I'm surprised he's not trying to take the road to then set up in this open field. This obviously is going to be a point for some fierce fighting, especially with the Spanish pushing over, although it does look like Spanish may not be actually pushing up to their support necessarily. They are scouting over here. We do see some French infantry here, but I suspect the majority of the French corps are shifting all over here. Now, they will be able to protect, if they get across some of these bridges, they will be able to protect their side. However, it will cut them off from the LOCs in the long run. They'll have to watch out for that if they're going to focus in one long area. But for now, it's pretty early in the battle, you know? You don't have to really consider LOCs yet.
Oui, monsieur.
Oh wow, we got some more artillery set up as well. Man. Thundering of the guns. Oh wow. What? How many guns is that? Holy cow, 5 guns? Oh my gosh. I'm surprised they didn't have this deployed over here. Honestly, France may regret not having that 5-gun artillery set up right here, shooting into this massive open field where most likely a lot of the combat's going to be happening. At the same time, though, guys, I mean, man, there's a lot of artillery from France already. Oh, that's kind of cool. Got them in a nice little deployed area with the road. Got the skirmishers up in front shooting. Very serious battle developing. You can hear it in the thundering of the guns, obviously mostly from France. It does look like Wellington. I mean, obviously they're going to try to get away from that 5-gun artillery piece. That's like a lot of gold, so you know France is going to defend it with their life. Ooh, the Coldstream Guards, the Kitties. All this excellent UK infantry, almost said French. UK infantry pushing over. Looks like you have the Green Rascals. Oh man, some excellent infantry pushing over. Man, do you ever... Never gets old seeing line upon line upon line and line of infantry. Artillery has their range. We'll see if they score a hit.
Our men are running, sir.
What? Oh, we have some... Oh, wow, so Vengas did try charging in some cavalry against the French infantry. They formed squares and repelled them. Does look like Vengas is the guard. And he is sending his elite infantry and cavalry over here, while the majority of the other coalition seems to be shifting over. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing. So you have Beresford actually shifting over here. Now, I would assume the French are actually building up a lot of force in this area against Wellington, but yet there is no support. In fact, we have Spain sitting way over here. I'm kind of curious. I wish I could hear their strategy at this point in time. Maybe they're waiting to see what the French do. Like, there's like almost nothing supporting Wellington. He's literally on his own. Oh man, these guys have gotten hit by so much artillery fire. They're gonna fall back now. Ooh. Counter battery just absolutely breaking Wellington's artillery emplacements. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even limber them up. You can see the French are gonna stick some nice dragoons to protect their artillery battery. That is the best thing to do right now, and they can be defensive, guys. They are holding the 4-pointer. They don't need to attack. I don't know if they actually will attack, honestly. They may actually have a bit more of an attack happening here. Now, I hear some drums. You have another French... Yeah, look, another French army setting up here. Now, maybe that's why Spain isn't pushing. However, if Wellington wants, I guess he could pull back here and then have Beresford or Spain, so Portugal or Spain, form up here using the river to kind of protect their flank. But I'm not seeing a whole lot. I'm not seeing the strategy that they're doing. Now, we do have a 1-pointer being attacked by Spain.
We have taken a building, sir.
And they do take it. So LOC seems to be working out well for them, using that small guard corps from Spain. It's got a lot of cavalry. The infantry can support it. France may have to divert some forces over this direction. I'm sure this corps may have to divert for now. But man, I mean, coalition's got a lot of relocating if they plan on moving the battlefield to another location. But I guess they're getting a start early. It's gonna take them a while to march across some of these rivers. They just gotta hope they don't get happened upon by some enemy cavalry. That'd be the only danger they truly would face. I mean, there's some of Beresford's men. The rest bringing up the rear. I mean, if we look at the size difference, so, oh yeah, tactical retreat entirely away from all the guns. They're going to fall back and then probably try to hold the one-pointers on this side and force the French to push to them. This is interesting. So they may actually try to use this river, hold this one-pointer, hold this one-pointer. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. They'll have 6 to the 5 that the Imperials have. If nothing happens, if it just takes a while and they're just marching in place and the French, you know, don't realize it until it's too late, which I think they started to realize they're starting to push, but Coalition gave themselves enough time to get away. Quite honestly, they're going to be fine. And I do wonder if if Wellington got his artillery away. I think he did. He actually did. I think. Yeah, he did. Wow. One gun. Never say that you can't get something in an impossible situation, make it possible again. Anyway, guys, like I said, if they take a long time reforming and all that, I'm going to skip to when the action happens again, just because we'll just be standing here watching a marching simulator. So, yeah, I'll just start it up when things happen again, or when tactical moves are made that are big to the viewing audience. Alright guys, so in the developments here, we have a French move through the land bridge here. Wellington has taken up position where the Spanish used to be. Spanish guns still on the high ground. Beresford still making way across. The main bulk of the Spanish army is pushing over here with Vengas's guard on the left flank here. Cavalry's kind of been staring each other down for the most part. But this development with the army advancing here, that's going to put them open to a lot of artillery fire from Spain, as you can see. Already getting hit a little bit. Then you have the artillery is going to be trying. Man, that'd be unnerving. Imagine just marching along here. And you know that, like, there's an artillery battery or two that's just aiming for you. How would you not want to run across? I would be like, guys, can we just march, like, down here? Please? But anyway, yep, we have the Spanish. Beresford, hopefully he gets in position to block this attack from France. Quite honestly, they need to be ready for this. France may try to force a beachhead of some sort, so they may go through the water too. Either way, I think Wellington will have some troops ready to meet them, pushing hard on the flank. Nothing happening is really on the right side here, with Spain set up in a battle formation of sorts. Beresford, he's across. I would say that he is going to be just fine. Look at all the troops. And there we go. See, we have another one-pointer. So right now, guys, it is definitely LC victory if the coalition can hold the points they got. And, of course, that would be an LK victory. And obviously, the NR4 will not like that. They will want to make a push, and they still have time and resources to be able to push and maybe make a move. I would assume maybe they'd want to push over here. This is actually quite the weak spot. Now, the Imperials can cross at any part of this river. It will be slow for them. Definitely it will be slow, but they can do it. Spain needs to keep pushing so they can reinforce their left flank, because Vengas is poor. I mean, he has like 1,200 men at his disposal versus, you know, there's way less. There's way more probably facing him. So, you know, so long as he makes a real move here, because, man, it's still anyone's game here. If the French really push on that flank, it's over. Spain's going to keep trying to ignore as best he can. I mean, he may have to put 1 or 2 forces up just to delay the French, force them not to be able to attack or advance. Interesting. We have a levitating boat. Maybe the water's that high, I just can't see it. Oh, come on, Spain. Notice it. He's going to start skirmishing you down. Turn something. Here we go. We got some Beresford's Portuguese. Still, not a lot of French activity, guys. I'm surprised France is actually being so aggressive. He's going to be running against the whole army with one poor light infantry unit. There we go. We're seeing a lot more of a French presence on the left, making it all the more crucial for Spain to reinforce this left flank. As Spain is gonna only be able to delay so long. Probably will very quickly get pushed back. Wellington can be holding here. I am gonna guess the artillery is gonna be set up right along here. It's start hammering the UK lines. Oh, there's some artillery. They get a snipe. His guns will set up, start hammering the coalition's position as well. Yeah, I'm still not seeing a lot of the French besides on that one flank here where you can see a huge cavalry corps. Oh my gosh. So much cavalry. That's not good. Then Goss is in trouble. He's gonna, of course, pull back. But his troops are, yeah, they're gonna get caught up. And there's not a lot he's going to be able to do. Infantry and cavalry in coordination. He's going to have to form a square.
Ordre bien reçu.
And then the line infantry going for the bayonet. But the reinforcements did arrive, which is going to make this a little bit better for the coalition here. As LOC is going to make it a lot more difficult for the French to actually make an attack. Still not seeing a lot more from France yet. But the fighting is going to start heating up here. And we got our first French. Oh, we got some Polish infantry charging in for the LOC. I suspect they are not going to take it. Not the first one, at least. But like I said, more infantry will start pushing up. Going to make this a little bit of a tougher fight. As Spain keeps shifting more and more to this direction. Who knew this one-pointer would be so crucial to the combat? The Spanish infantry is square bulls. They, of course, are going to put them on the flank to deal with all of this French cavalry. And it is imperative, guys, that the French take this, and it is imperative for the coalition to hold it. They have to hold this LOC if they want to win. More French troops rushing down the road. This is going to be a hot point. A lot of blood's going to be shed for this one house. I remember someone in a comment talking about how fierce house combats are just some of the craziest. And France is winning this, it looks like, so far. We have more reinforcements swinging around trying to cut off that line of reinforcements to this house. Cavalry going in, trying to stop this French line. We'll see what Spain does. They are not going to want to get into melee, which is exactly what France is going to want to do. Uh-oh. This is bad for Spain. Bad. Spain is going to start collapsing. I think Spain's putting all their strongest regiments here on this left side. It's kind of weakened this center. They do have cavalry in the mix now. Oh man, they're getting charged from multiple directions. Cavalry from Spain is going to have to be thrown in. They need a rally here. Now you can see a lot of Spanish cavalry getting thrown into the mix as the LOC fight continues to rage.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Oh, I see a huge break, though. With the cavalry from Vengas charging in, it breaks an entire wave of French attacking units. And the first attack by France has been repulsed. Now they can still reform, rearm, and go in again. But they may have to rest up a second. The cavalry, they can countercharge, maybe try to slow down the counterattack that Spain may have. Now we're looking over on the other side here. Wellington, like I kind of predicted, artillery set up right where I thought they would. Wellington's just going to probably take a bit of a fight here. Ooh, maybe they pull a sneaky one and go for the four-pointer while this artillery's set up. It'd be hard for them to reform here. A lot of French just kind of sitting, staring. I think Beresford... What's going on? Why are they pulling away from this combat? Maybe they feel like they've got this. Not seeing any more French reinforcements for the most part. But that attack unfortunately seemed to fail. It was working so well until Vengas's heavy cav charged in, saved the day. Now they're going to shell the house first and then maybe try to attack in that direction. They do have artillery set up here, horse artillery. But the first line attack from France was repelled. And now we'll see what France plans on doing. Yeah, Spain actually I thought was going to do way worse than that. But honestly, they didn't lose that many troops. I mean, France has a lot of their units coming back, it looks like, as well. Still, Spain is looking good now. They have restabilized. Ooh, the artillery, though, going to be quite a bitter pill they have to swallow because they can't do anything about that horse artillery up on the high ground here. They just gotta take the shots being fired at them. And Goss still has some elite units left. More and more troops deploying onto the left flank now from Spain. Re-securing this side. France, I mean, they don't seem to be making an attack yet, but they could be trying to shift around more onto the flank, which is why Spain, maybe having more reinforcements set up here. You can see, though, a lot of cavalry here trying to go around the Spanish position, maybe try to scout it out, maybe see if there's any weak points. Oh, wow, we have a huge push here in the center. And Beresford was not ready for this huge mass push. Oh man, yeah, these units aren't ready. Cav charge to slow him down, maybe. Beresford's units are going to push up. We do also have Vengaz's Cav pushing over as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on this. This is going to be definitely the next place where France makes their push. Also across the bridge, land bridge, Wellington going to react to that, but here we go, a Cav charge. And they do not form square. As Portugal is going to rush forward, more troops. Get in position to fire on this French line.
Our men are running, sir.
That cavalry does break, but it did slow him down. Here we got the Portuguese holding the land bridge. Wellington pushing reinforcements over to stop. As this is kind of more of a ruse, the artillery supporting it. We have another contingent of infantry and cavalry. Oh my gosh, nice shots by the 6-pounder. Another cav charge, just absolutely. That was a nice charge. Now I think it was a square that got formed. Still, it did slow things down enough. I think the coalition was able to react in time, and France is not going to make any headway in that push. The first unit from France breaks against the Portuguese, but now they're reinforcing lines here, and France is going to run right into another well-defended point. And France, unfortunately, just hasn't found a place. I mean, they have a foothold on the left. I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to make another push here, but with that LOC, it's going to be rather difficult. I see more infantry pushing on the left side here, so maybe they're going to go for another probing attack. Right now, it's kind of react to the enemy's offense. So the coalition being very defensive. Like I said, they have the LOCs. They have some nice, strong points that is going to be very difficult for the Imperials to attack in one specific area. Yeah, France does not have good ground. The coalition have a lot of good ground. Got some cav sneaking in the back for a charge. Oh my gosh! They massacred that cav unit. Oh, you can't. No way. No way. Well, they're gonna go for the artillery piece. I would get them out of there now. Oh my. Alright, they broke one artillery piece. I'm not sure if they ran through the skirms or if they snuck in between them. Either way, the artillery piece is not firing now. France is still trying to push up a little bit here. Not looking too good. He's breaking there as well. Oh, is this the next big push? Keep in mind, guys, still cavalry in the back.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah. Oh, wow, France? What? France is entirely pushing. I think they actually caught the Spanish by surprise. Oh, Spain better form up if they want to get a volley off on these Polish. As here come the French. Assaulting through the town. cavalry engagements are going to be a lot more limited, which actually may help the French in this engagement. Make sure I'm not missing something over here. Oh, we have UK on the flank here. Dang, Wellington's attacking this French section here, even going for the other 4-pointer. Oh my gosh, they bamboozled the French over here, I think. Sneaking around here. Man, they have troops all over the place. Here we go, cavalry. Gonna maybe catch some of the French out of the town. Or not, man. Oh my gosh, they tossed so many right. Ooh, he barely kept his mount. Here we go, Spain reinforcements on the way. The 4-pointer gets taken. France is definitely not looking to be winning this. There's 21 minutes remaining. Not a super fierce fight. So I think we're gonna have another cavalry charge. Let's see. No, they're gonna call back. Oh, artillery barely missed this heavy cavalry, and they're going to get themselves out of there. I mean, France just doesn't seem to be knowing where to really attack. Oh, I'm totally missing this, aren't I? Polish is overwhelming this French position. Now, this was not brute force, guys. I feel like this battle has been more about stratagem and deception of moving troops around and sneaking around. Not saying like, oh wow, they super uber deceived the enemy, but you know, as far as video games goes, they've been, man, I don't think the French really knew exactly where the coalition were. I would have not been expecting all the coalition to be piling on the flank. So they outwitted, to a certain degree, the French. Over here, though, I don't think really has been a whole lot of, like, outwitting as much as it's just been tough to fight through a town. Especially against some nice cav from the Spanish. And this has been definitely a fierce fight. And a lot of poor Spanish. Yeah, they lost a lot of men. Still are. The French dead is gonna start piling up too, but still. Now the Cav Corps trying to harass. Oh my gosh, the squares are gonna break this Cav? Alright, they formed square, so they forced the UK into some squares to bayonet charge them. Let's see how well this works. Cavalry is poised to charge in again as soon as they unform their squares. Still, these squares are firing fast, man. It's working. It is working. A whole 4 regiments from the UK break. Cav Corps can keep pushing. Maybe they can make some wins with this. Oh man, another bayonet charge. Oh man, that's not gonna make it. There we go. They get a square up. Now the French can charge in. Watch out, though. Wellington's starting to push in that flank. Over here, France still battling for the land bridge, but it's not looking good as Vengas is sending his cavalry across. And over here, France still being very slow to advance just because of the hard terrain they're fighting through. But honestly, this left flank is looking pretty grim. Despite having that cav corps up. And now Cav Corps, Spanish Cav Corps pushing in as well.
Our general is under attack.
The Foot Kiddies, the Foot Guards, holding their own with the Coldstream Guards as well. France still throwing in more and more of their cavalry on an all-out assault. We'll see if they can help maybe shift things around a little bit here. Wellington really feeling the wrath of this coordinated assault now. You can see several of his units have broken. Let's see, though, if they can hold out in the end. It looks like France may not have enough units here to make this attack. Now, we do also have a Cav Corps running around here.
Our men are running, sir.
The back charge. Oh, the Foot Guards may break. Will the Coldstream be next? And Wellington's almost done. His units, he only has 2 left. Minus what's over by the LOC. Oh man, I'm missing this. I was too invested in what's happening over on the other side. France going for the 1-pointer. Honestly, France is regaining some initiative.
Our men are running, sir.
And they take it. Finally, the French take this LOC. Now there's 15 minutes left. They obviously need to take a 4-pointer as well and hold one more 1-pointer. They actually are starting to whittle down this Spanish army. But as of right now, the coalition have 2 4-pointers. That's all they need. And Beresford has almost an entire corps here to reinforce this 4-pointer. And I don't think there's any way France is going to get over to this 4-pointer in time. So quite honestly, guys, it's going to be an LK win. However, given more time, maybe the French would have won. But, you know, these battles have time limits for a reason. This Cav Corps is battering themselves to kill this Wellington. It's working, but man, they're going to have some losses suffered at the very end of this.
Our men are running, sir. Bien reçu.
Now the coalition can choose to pull back to their 4-pointer and defend both of those because it doesn't look too good here. Let me get a better shot here. Burning building in the background. There you go. Oh, even better. Boom. Man. French routing the Spanish. You got a building burning in the back, and it looks like something out of a Hollywood movie right there. Now, France is trying to break all of this Spanish army, but Spain still has some troops that are making an orderly retreat. Oh, even a general staff here killed. Now, France still has a little bit of time, guys. They could definitely try to make a beeline straight for this 4-pointer here. Now, that's going to be a little difficult, obviously, as they will have to go across a lot of open field. Spain has some cavalry and infantry still in the game. And France probably is going to be tired of taking that 1-pointer. And keep in mind, Beresford is going to go for this 1-pointer, I'm assuming. France doesn't really have a lot of other options here. They definitely are not going to take this 4-pointer. What a fight here, though. Man. That is insane. Absolutely a bloodbath. This LOC. It does appear that Spain is not going to get all their troops across now. Some cavalry, you know, actually may get some charges off because these guys are in melee and won't be able to form a square. Let's see if Vengos does it. Oh, they're getting shot up. They're going to break. Uh-oh. Oh, Soult has been killed. I'm assuming artillery sniped him. Not sure where he went. We died somewhere on this land bridge.
The men are fatigued, sir. Must
More cavalry. Man, cavalry everywhere. The Portuguese support, though. Look, they keep funneling more and more across me. What else are they going to do? Another Dragoon squadron. They break too. I mean, collectively, they're all going to start breaking. This is the only hope the Coalition or the Imperials have now, is that they can take this 4-pointer. This will be an interesting fight, guys. Interesting fight for the, I mean, they've got high ground here. They got buildings. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if they're actually going to take this. They're trying to break because every last reinforcement that Spain gets to help defend and slow down this French advance is crucial. And so far, I think they only have this one L3. However, they have also this L3 over here, plus some skirmishers of grasshoppers pushing over as well. Actually, a lot more Coalition infantry is going to be pushing over to hold that 4-pointer. I think they realize that the only thing they have to do is hold both of these, and they will win. And quite honestly, more likely, they don't have to worry about that one, hold this one. Because right now, the French actually have most of the 1-pointers. They have 1 and 2 of them. And, you know, that's going to lead to some interesting stuff. If they do take this 4-pointer, the French will win. This truly is relying on whatever general this is. This general who's out sporting around, slaying routing Spanish troops, trying to get his chevrons on. Here we go. I bet you these grasshoppers will try harassing this line. There's 7 minutes 36 seconds. Ooh, oh my gosh, they got artillery set up. No way. Oh yes. Okay, I'm loving this defense even more. Oh, beautiful. And they probably will get at least one more shot of canister off. Look how fast they're loading. Yeah, they're gonna get at least 2 more shots. Canister, do canister. They gotta do canister now. 2. And the Cav has to. Oh, let's see what they do. Getting shot at. They have 14 men left. Let's see if they get canister off. They will. Maybe it. And here we go. Artillery crew is free. Truly desperate last attempt here by France. I'm very intrigued if they're gonna take this or not. Let's see what they do. Let's see what kind of an attack approach they make, because they got stuff on the flank, guys. And Wellington wants to get his guys back on the guns, guaranteed. France is gonna have to watch that. They can't let guns be shot in their back. The other one has 1 or 2 units engaged in the house. That's not even gonna be that's not even a question of who's gonna defend that. Alright, well, he's got his guard in the 4-pointer, general nearby, and Cav. Oh, this Spanish line got caught. Or maybe they stood their ground, I'm not sure which. Either way, guys, 4 minutes, 26 seconds. That's all they have to hold out for. Oh, man, this is going to be close. Honestly, the Cav needs to charge in now. Anything to delay. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what you do. I can't say I'm a pro enough to be able to tell what do you do in this situation. Here we go. The cavalry's going to go in, slow them down. Every second, honestly, can count. And they probably can't form square. Nice. Oh, this cav charge could be huge. Square gets formed, though. The slowdown needs to occur. 2 generals nearby. France uphill to the fight now. Beresford is pushing over. More Spanish infantry pushing over. Maybe even if they lose this, they can take it again. But for now, this guard has one crucial job. Hold the LOC as long as it's humanly possible. Cavalry going back in. Maybe they'll break this French unit. They're forcing valuable reinforcements to be stopped. Oh, I see the guard. All right, they're winning slightly. countercharge to slow down the Spanish as France starts pushing everything into this LOC. Apologize ahead of time if it's noisy. Here we go. They're holding. All right, so France is losing again. The Guard's still holding. This unit's wavering. More reinforcing cavalry. Oh man, it's coming down to it. Beresford's on the way to reinforce. Oh, Vengos's cav coming in at the crucial moment. Another rally gets popped. Cavalry stopping those reinforcements. Oh, a general v general. Oh. Oh, yeah. Spain took that one. Oh, he's taking another general. Oh, are these the two generals? Please tell me the two generals are going to fight. No, that's not. That's the French general, but that's not the Spanish general. Ooh. He's got some strength in him still. Let's see what he can do. Oh, is that the general? That wasn't him. Still fighting it out. This guy's 2 for 2. Oh, and he's gonna die on the field. Yep. And that was Eternal, who is Victor. So Victor, he made it. Now this is going to be the end, guys. I know there's still units left in the field, but the timer is about to run out. You just hit the fast forward button. But well played, man. Yeah. That is 9 points versus 2 points. A LOC victory for LK. Well played to them. Very well played. This one was which general was this guy? He actually got some kills, I think. That's why he's not up the... Where is he? He was okay. The Guard. Yeah, the Guard. Man, got a lot of kills for being such a small army. Let me pull up the results here, guys. So you can see on the coalition side, the LK side, you have DJ. He got 1064 for the kills, playing as Wellington. You have Knight of Shoegaze as Portugal, 917 for the kills. You have I playing as he's playing as the Del Parque, I don't know. 996 for the kills. Then you have Cocky Cossack as Vengos with 996 for the kills. Other side, Duke playing Assault with 679. Eternal playing as Victor with 1188. And Matt Bob playing as Joseph, the Cav Corps, with 495. And then you have Marshall, 1160 of the kills. He was playing as Suchet. So anyway, guys, that'll be the battle. Well played on both sides, and their victory for LK bumps them up yet again. But well played for the NR4. Made a good play. The terrain was really against them most of the battle, and that just happens sometimes. So anyway, guys, that'll be everything. Yeah, for the day. I can't repeating myself. You guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, I will catch you all in another video.